Zenless Zone Zero proxies, it's your boy Josh, and today is a joyous day because we are getting the drip marketing for the newest 1.2 character, Caesar King. She looks absolutely stunning. Let's quickly watch the drip market trailer here.
I'm Caesar, the leader of
Oh! Oh my goodness, the rock, the punk, dirty-esque, style of the Sons of Calydon. Caesar King comes to us as hopefully she doesn't get the Ningguang treatment. Caesar King comes to us as our very first S-tier Sons of Calydon character. Now, good that this trailer actually gives us quite a bit of information about Caesar King. That's why you guys are here, to learn about the new drip marketed character, because there's some elements to this character that have actually already pseudo been revealed, and something that we can actually speculate from the character's kit. So let's actually get right into it. Firstly, Caesar King, she is going to be a defensive aligned unit. Now, this comes as a sort of surprise. I thought when, I saw Caesar in, that very first initial Zenless Zone Zero trailer, I thought she was going to be more of, just a pure DPS attacking character. No, she's going to be coming to us as a defensive unit. Now, what does this mean for the character, right? We only, as of this recording, have been bigger as a defensive unit very, very soon, coming into the the second half of 1.1, we're getting Jane Doe, yet we're getting Seth Lowell as our A-tier defensive unit of aligned to the PubSec faction. So that character in particular, we actually don't have too much information on right now, but we've seen a few bits and, teasers about Seth Lowell and about his kit, to where we can kind of extrapolate of, where he kind of fits. And to be honest, as a defensive unit, very much pseudo aligned to, how Ben Bigger operates within, the Bella Bogian teams. He basically is just set up. If you don't have Ching Yi, then you could just use Seth for GN, although to a much lesser effect, right? Less potency. You'd be missing damage multipliers, XYZ, but he does provide most likely some one or two buffs that will be very, very helpful if you guys are low budget, F2P, yada, 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 or maybe if you go Mindscape 6, it might be cracked. Who knows? But back to Caesar King, and they're coming to us as a defensive unit. Now, when I look at her, when I look at Caesar, when I look at her just beautiful, striking yellow eyes, she doesn't strike me to be just a character that defends. No. I believe Caesar King is going to be our second dual role unit. Now, what do I mean by dual role? We could take a look at our most recent, upcoming character, Ching Yi. She is a pseudo dual role character aligned both with the stun, yet she also has a sub-deep, aspect to her, just because she can outpour actually quite a bit more damage than your average stun character just from the get-go. From second zero, from the very, very start, she can just start outpouring the Electric Boogaloo into a enhanced Moonlit Blossom, right through Flash Connect, drive state, yada, yada, yada. She can outpour quite a bit of damage and set you up for crazy damage stun multipliers. So she's has buffing aspects, can do a lot of damage as a stun character, and of course, is probably the fastest stun character in the game currently, to go from 0 to stun. So what does Caesar bring to the table as a defensive character, and most likely our very first S-tier defensive unit? Well, I think the defensive class is going to expand from what we originally would have thought the defensive class would be, and I think Caesar is going to be a attacker and defender. What does that mean? This is the first time, I believe, and this is my speculation on it. Again, speculation. I think Caesar is going to bring the pure parry into the game. Now, what is a pure parry? If you take a look at the game already, we have certain aspects of assisting in the form of defensive assists, where you can actually parry an attack and then rotate into your character. This is not what Caesar will do. I think Caesar is going to bring out a pure parry attack, in which by she will parry herself, or parry, with herself. So she'll, deflect, or she'll be able to go into a defensive stance, hold that defensive stance, absorb energy, and just outlash a huge gash of damage, very much to the likes of a Beidou or even a Candace from Genshin Impact. Just think of those two games. I feel like, that's probably where I could see this kit going because of, just her style, her aesthetic, and of course the alignment of her character archetype, right? So in terms of what she could do, again, that's complete speculation, but I feel like, with a skill like that, it would be really, really cool to, parry with herself, do a strike, and that leads into, another like combo or like a special combo if you were to do it with the EX hold or something like that. And then you'd rotate into your, faction combo chain, very much like, Calydon and Ben Bigger can. I feel like Caesar King could roll with that into characters like Lucy or characters like Piper. Now, we haven't really talked about Lucy and Piper, her two faction team buddies. But really quickly, let's still go over, before the faction resonance, let's go over physical attributes. She's going to be a physical defensive character. And being a physical defensive character, she actually fills a huge role within the game right now. Is that we don't necessarily have a physical stunner or physical, support character. If you classify, the two larger roles within Zenless Zone Zero, there are those who are meant to purely attack, and then there are those who are meant to support, buff, stun, debuff, etc. Right? So there's either attackers or supporters. And Caesar King will come as a pseudo support role, although, I feel like she might have some more offensive orientations surrounding her kit. In terms of the defensive aspect, she's able to support physical. That means she's able not only to support Piper, but she could be a great support for Corrin. She could be a great support for Billy, because those characters, yes, they do have Nicole's and whatnot, but they don't really have a physical support. So, coming as a physical defense character, we could see some buffs orientating around, defense shred or, upping physical defense, output damage, yada, 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 maybe even damage multipliers. Who knows? But now let's talk about the Sons of Calydon faction resonance, right? There are three aspects. You have your faction resonances, you have your elemental resonances, and you have your, type character resonance, right? Characters like Qingyi, she resonates with attacker characters. Where could Caesar lie, right? Caesar, most likely, I would see more or less, because she is the leader of the Sons of Calydon, I would probably just see her being a character where she aligns either with the physical typing or with the Sons of Calydon. So by which are the other Sons of Calydon characters? We are actually probably going to be seeing, of course, Caesar King come out as an S tier character. Yet I believe there's going to be another A tier character in the potential form of a support. Another support, maybe not another support, maybe just a pure A tier attacker for Sons of Calydon. Or we could see, what other roles are there? We don't have a stun. We don't have a physical stun. Ooh, that could be interesting. Ooh, the Sons of Calydon team could be really, really good. And for the great showing that Piper and Lucy already have as A tier units, I have very high hopes for Caesar King to be the next nice jump up in terms of power creep. We will start to, we've slowly start to see Qingyi come into play. Julian is the best DPS currently right now. And I think Caesar King could be that next jump, in particular for defensive characters for sure, because the defensive class is quite lacking right now. So Caesar King could be our latest and greatest unit to redefine what it means to be a defensive character. I come, I see, I crash. This is only the drip marketing, but we can already extrapolate so much information from the, type resonance, from the element resonance, as well as the faction resonance alone, to where we could see Caesar King fitting into Zenless Zone Zero. So what do you guys think about this character? Will you guys be pulling? I'm definitely pulling for sure. As to the fact of what her weapon will be, she is our very first signature defensive weapon. Don't forget that too. So this could mean that, other characters like Ben Bigger and Seth Lowell could benefit from this character's S tier signature W engine. We'll see. This is a new niche that needed to be carved out. So I'm very glad that Caesar King is going to be our very first S tier defensive unit. Again, let me know what you think. Are you guys going to be pulling for Caesar King? In the comments, go comment right now. Will you guys be pulling for Caesar King? I'm incredibly excited. Like the video if you guys would love more breakdowns of drip marking characters. I would love to cover more Zenless Zone Zero to whatever capacity you guys need. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe to catch some of our next videos. We're very, very close to 15K. And by the end of August 2024, I definitely want to be hitting 20K. In a month, I think we can get to 20K, but it's on you guys to help me out. So if you guys would like to see more Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Hoyoverse content in general, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video. Click on the next video here. Yes, click on this next video here. I probably either talk about Chingy or, another Zenless Zone Zero for you guys. Click on it right now because YouTube thinks you'll like it. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one with more info. Bye, folks.